Today we're going to chat about preparing to talk with your child's teacher and the school about what your child needs with dyslexia. So we're going to talk about being prepared, because if you're prepared, you're more likely to get a great outcome. Now, I wish it wasn't true, but after 12 years of being in schools, I can clearly see that when parents are assertive and persistent about asking for help for their children, then they do receive help. But when parents are not assertive and they're not persistent, then their children are regularly overlooked. In a perfect world, it wouldn't be like that, but we don't live in a perfect world. The first thing is be extra considerate when you're booking an appointment for your child. Chat with your child's teacher and just say, what's the best day next week that we can have a chat? And be generous and considerate when you're booking that appointment, and book it for when is most convenient for your child's teacher, because then they're going to start the meeting really well and in a good frame of mind, and they're going to know that, you're a very reasonable person. Be prepared. So book an appointment a few days ahead and definitely book it for after school. Let the teacher know that there are a few issues to chat about and that it could take a while. It's good to explain that there are some medium level issues, because then the teacher knows that they're important, but if you describe them as high level before you start, then the teacher will be a bit guarded. Chat with your partner and the child's other parent, if you've split, before you go into the meeting, because it's a very powerful negotiating tool to be able to say, Dad and I have been chatting about this and we agree that. It's also effective if you feel like you're getting nowhere in the conversation to be able to say, I can see where you're coming from, and I think there are probably some other factors that need to be looked at here. So I'm going to chat with my partner and I'm going to chat with Dad before we decide how maybe we should approach this. So you can see that there's real power in that sort of team approach. So definitely get the other parent on board before you start. Now, make sure you have babysitting organised if you have young children, because as optimistic as we want to be that, the kids will be fine, they'll just colour in, well, in reality, they're going to distract you and they're going to distract the teacher, and you'll be less clear and you'll be less decisive, and then that's just not what you want to set up with. So your school child can easily sit just outside the classroom with a book. You don't really want your child hearing this particular conversation. Now, decide in advance, ideally, what you want from your school and from your teacher, and decide what you would settle for. Sort of decide beforehand, look, if I get a particular outcome, what will it be that will inspire me to decide I have to take this further? Because if you know ahead of time what you'd like, what you'd settle for, and what would make you take things further, then that's a powerful position when it comes to negotiating.